Hello, Tiny. Oh, you actually got first. Good work. No, shit. Easy. I tried my best to be live earlier for you. Well, well, well. Second, this is not for the studio. This is completely different. It's just me working on stuff. If it were for the studio, I would definitely make it very, very clear that it was for the studio. I think I've made myself clear. I also don't think I would work on stuff for the studio on a day that wasn't like during work hours because then I'd be doing unpaid work. And I don't know if I really want to do that. It would have to be very, very, very important. Yeah, I was sculpting my sheet. That's for work. Thank you, Penna. Also, I went live like a little after. I thought I had hit go live button, and I was like, man, no one is joining my stream. That's kind of weird. But like, oh well. And then I realized that I didn't even start my stream. I was like, oh well, whoops. But like, I didn't even do anything. I was just like dicking around in Google. It's not like you guys missed any content or anything. I was just like, gee, where's everybody? My silly? Weird. Hmm. You missed. Yeah, because I was totally sharing my screen when I was looking at Google. You can't cancel me. Not living on the edge, sharing my. It's not about living on the edge. It's about me being too lazy to share multiple screens and adjust that shit. Wuss. They call me a wuss. In a secret stream with one viewer, and it was just yeah, just me. It was like maybe like a minute, like 2 minutes. Mist or Beast. Yeah, I do love Elden Ring. What have you guys been up to today? Have you guys had a relatively productive morning? I have my hair up. Ugh. Oh no, I just realized I just realized I took it fully out of the ponytail. Shucks. I don't know, I probably want to take my hair down, because if I leave it in this ponytail, I'm gonna get a bump. And I don't know if I want a bump in my hair. Worked out, showered, and about to do some work. Going from like not unproductive to productive, from the oversleep to working on. Not to say that getting enough sleep is a bad thing. I hope you feel well rested. Spaghetti? We'll keep that between you and me. It sounds tasty though. Your meal, gochujang. Hmm, what do I want to do? I have her eyelashes, kinda. I put something there, but I'll have to put like actual eyelashes in later. Like ones with good topology. I mean. And I also feel like do one of these. Also, Tiny, I also went to the gym this morning, and I was doing like seated rows and stuff, and I was like, man, this is feeling harder today than it usually does. But then my chest press was absolutely fire, which is usually the harder part. Hmm. I think she deserves the double lash. Hmm. Not sure if I'll keep that, but we'll leave it for now. Getting ripped, bro. Double? That's cap. What do you mean? I actually don't remember. I gotta think about how I want to do that thing. Interesting. What the freak? I should be able to adjust the degree of that. Oh man. This is causing problems. Like, killed my good shapes. Grr. Maybe I just need to add like a supporting edge loop or something. Uh, wait, what? Can I add like, ugh, but I added triangles, shit. Maybe I have to like manually clean it up or some shit. I don't want to have to do that though. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Cool name. Thank you. Oh my god, did you redeem 50 push-ups? Oh man. Can you model in ZBrush also? Or is that a form of Retoppo? Yeah, I wouldn't really poly model in here as much. You can do a lot of cool stuff with this, but I'm not a skilled poly modeler with Z modeler rather. Time to put the pen down. I literally just did my like upper body workout of a historic manner. First time in months you had a clear, bright day. Still cold though. Aw. Yeah, it's like feels like 17 here. Time to do more. Oh, fuck off. Hello, Grez. No, I'll do them. I'll do them. Pistol squat. You know what? If how many do I have to do? How many pistol squats? I won't do 50. That's for sure. And on each side, 10 on each side is insane. Like as like a 50 push-ups for like 10 on each side pistol squats. That's fucked up. Yeah. Oh, my left leg is definitely like not as strong. Whoa. I have not done these in forever. Ugh. I have not done these in ages. Okay, there's three. Ugh, that's so hard. Oh shit. Did I do three? I can hear my ankles like cracking. Ugh, my god, my legs are so tired. And for what? What have I done? I did six on the right side. I need to work on my compression. I'm doing 10 on each side. 10. I'll do 15. If I had to do 15, it would be like, I would rather do the push ups. Well, I just think that the trade wouldn't be fair. Okay, there's my 10 on the right side. I've done 3 on this side. I'll do 7 more. If you sit on your back, is the music at least fire? Ah, shit. It's Bon Jovi. I'm missing this great song. Okay. Oh, 5. Okay, five more. I got it. Oh, my left side is so much weaker. Actually, I'll stand here. I think you'll be able to see me more. I'm like further back. Ankle is tired. There's so much work. One more. Uh, yeah, that last one was really bad, but my ankle was starting to feel really hot. Yeah, my ankle's like really starting to heat up. It wasn't like it wasn't like I was getting like ankle pain, but it's like the built up heat from the exercise itself, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if I'm strong. And I missed the song. Which is sculpting. Just a thing for fun. God, I have like a peppercorn. You'd never be able to do that? Why do you say that? Have faith in yourself. Oh, that's actually pretty cool transition. That's pretty like. Oh, never mind. I thought they were like laid over each other very well. Okay, maybe I'll block out this thing. I have no idea what the hell this is around her ankle. Thanks for being an active participant in my chat, Tiny. I hope you add a pistol squat redeem to your stream. That'd be really cool. Part of me just wants to like create the shape and then I can just like send it over to ZBrush. So I can like make the shape a little bit more accurate. Come to sculpt the gods. Ayo. It's my turn to harass you. No, what do you? Have I ever harassed you in your stream? What do I say in your stream? Like, what I do? Make puns and then contribute to the chat activity. Workout redeems? No, no, please don't. There should be a limit to how many you can redeem of the push-ups. What program are you using? It's a combination between Blender and ZBrush. So I'm currently using Blender to do like little ankle things, and I'm gonna model her shoes in there. Then I'm gonna go back into ZBrush and like sculpt the higher detail of everything, and then do more clothing and stuff. Eminem, thanks for following. Hello, hello, Hevix. How you doing? Puns are reportable offense on Twitch. Oh, well, send me to prison for being a funny little guy. Hello, Chris. Have you been using UE for something on or off work as of late? I've been using Unity. The last company I worked for used Unreal, but right now we're on Unity. You appreciate me? There are there are at least two streamers in this chat. One of them tells truths and the other tells lies. Going away for a long time. Oh yeah, forever. I'm gone. 25 to life? Is that my sentence? Ace, thanks for following, by the way. What the hell is this? Should probably, oh god, I just don't even know what the hell these things are. But it does not look like fabric. Because it's got like thickness here. Or, I don't know. Not that that wouldn't mean there's no thickness. I'm just like, oh, what the hell is this? Maybe it's like a grass thing. What the freak? Ew. I don't really want to make this a separate mesh. Whatever. I'm not really trying to problem solve this at the moment. Like the model isn't even, the feet aren't even done, so it's like, well, why even bother with that? I can just use my own creative decision making to figure out what I want to do. Okay, what I want to do are model these shoes. It's pretty square. honestly. I honestly love modeling shoes. So much fun. Hmm. They're interesting. I feel like I should probably like look at references of how these shoes are supposed to look, like traditionally. I my roommate told me he's sick, so I'm like, gee, I really hope I don't get sick. I'm gonna thicken up those her feet later. I think collectively I'll just like scale it in a bit. Cube. Oh wait, shit, it's literally in the middle. Haha. Okay, let me see. What are you guys saying? And ankle cushions? I don't know. Oh, cool blender. Yep. We use a mix of a lot of different things here. You just finished building a PC? Nice. It was nice chatting with you. Oh, do you feel any difference making content either for either engines or experience the kind of same? I don't really like look into. I don't really like have an opinion on it really because I'm literally just like in like putting content into the engine. I don't really interact with the like anything going on inside the program outside of like just putting assets into there. You know what I mean? Like I'm not coding. Um, so I'm not really going to be able to give you a good answer on that because I just don't use the program in any other way other than just like, oh, here, I need to put my model in, I need to update my texture, and I'm just going to click and drag my shit in there. And then update it like with Git or whatever for, the project. So I don't think I'm really the best person to ask when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because I'm not even like doing tech art or anything. I'm just putting my model in or updating my textures. I'm not even doing like set dressing. When I did my squats, I don't need ankle support. My ankles were just tired from doing squats. Um, if anything, what I would have. Yeah, no, never mind. I always wondered what a creepy version of the song would sound like. Oh, every movie make I'll be watching. Yeah, it's got some creepy lyrics. Seems like it's kind of the same. Oh, as an artist, yeah. I mean, I'm not. Uh, like, if I were a tech artist, I would probably have a different opinion on this. But like, as a person who's just literally updating textures occasionally, I have no opinion. Because like, I don't even put like new meshes in there because our skinners have to like update stuff and put it into the engine that way, and I'm not touching that stuff. Do you run into any specific challenges when having to get your content into Unity? I've been curious about how a pipeline would work. I'm working with um um oh gosh, Amaldio on my game, and she's doing did I pronounce her name correctly? She's doing all the sound work, and we have pretty good workflow using Fmod. Wonder what artside would look like if I had any separate artists adding assets. I mean, I'm not really going to be able to talk to you a lot about it. I really just spend most of my time modeling and texturing. I don't like touch the engines that much at all. Um, I don't really deal with anything related to like integration. I'm not like the one putting content in for the first time either. I'm just updating stuff that already exists. Like someone else might put the texture in it themselves or like hook up textures. And then maybe the only time I go in is when I'm updating stuff. If I have something that I've made a change to later. So like genuinely I'm not the person you should be really asking about this stuff. I'm not gonna be able to give you any good insight into it at all. Um and I don't really feel comfortable answering any sort of questions about it either. Now, if you have any questions about like maybe anatomy, or maybe, or like ZBrush or Blender or maybe Substance Painter, then I'll be able to answer your questions. But I really am not in Unity much at all. And sorry, I can't really do much more for y'all when it comes to that stuff. But I would just rather be honest and tell you I'm not going to give you a good amount of content about it than like talk about things I don't understand. Anatomy of Unity, yeah, right. I don't even have enough knowledge about Unity to be able to make a joke about that. Working on your game? Yikes. I love abandoned projects. What they say applies anyway. Hmm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh-oh, and you married Tyler Moore. Oh, my ear fucking hurts. Maybe tries count would matter to it. Wait. Let me read a message. Mazux, thanks for following. Um, this song is so good. Dismiss. The well of 3D is just too deep. Yeah. Well, one could make engine jokes, but it's jiggle physics systems. But we ain't gonna do. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't. You guys can do that, but I don't have enough knowledge to. I just don't even want to look at the fake breasts for them. Change a tail light. Oh, I'll see you later. I need to ask differently. Does anyone give you restrictions when you're making art for the game, or are you just pretty much doing your thing and it makes the game small? Okay, so the thing about that is it depends on the size of your studio and how many people are working on stuff at the same time, right? So like if you're using Perforce or something, you can like lock your assets. I'm not quite sure about all these other different tools and stuff, but like the biggest difficulty when it comes to like contribute in my from my perspective, I mean there are a lot of other things, but when it comes to working with multiple people, it's like making sure everybody is working on the most updated version and no one's working on the same things at the same time on like an older version, then they both push it at the same time, or like one person pushes it and then another person overwrites their work and stuff. So like communication in that regard is a very important part of it. So that is like the main thing that you have to be considerate about. And that's just a communication thing, or like good tools to be able to, and a good thing with good tools to be able to like lock content so other people can't work on it while you're working on it. Since D mentioned Fmod, you should follow a friend. She's the best. I can't pronounce that name. Oh my god. Emaldio. Yeah, give her a shout out, and I will and I'll follow her. It'll make it easier for me. When you look at a model, how do you see the shape? When I used to draw by hand in 3D model, I looked at objects' curve flow, if that would make sense. If it was organic or inorganic, I had different kind of curves that flow differently. When I look at a model, how do you see the shape? That is such like like how am I supposed to be able to describe that? I don't know. I look at it and I can just see the three-dimensionality of it and like the shape of certain things, and like I don't know. I was talking about this with somebody earlier about like being able to visualize things. Um, like being a visualizer versus being a conceptualizer. And she was talking about how like some people like hold on. Hmm, interesting. Okay, I gotta rotate this somehow. 90. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Um, yeah, so it's like some people can like visualize, like look at a thing. Uh, I'm trying to like work and talk at the same time. I need a second. I don't know if this is how I want to model like this like thing as well. I don't know if I want to do the rope to look like this. I don't know if I like the shape. A weird looking caterpillar. Okay, so yeah, I was talking to a friend about this, and she was saying like some people can't, or like if I told you to visualize a cow and then rotate it in your head, how detailed would the cow be, and can you even rotate it in your head? And I was like, oh yeah, obviously I can do that. Like, how do you not? I've seen a cow before, so therefore I know what a cow looks like, and I can rotate it in my head. I know how to like fill in the gaps of certain things. And I, if I've seen something that from real life, I like know what it looks like. Maybe I won't know the exact granular detail of like where every muscle is, but I can visualize it in a pretty realistic detail in my mind about what it looks like. And we were talking about this, and she's like, well, some people, or like, it was like imagine a ball on a table, and someone comes up and pushes the ball. It's like, how big is the ball? How big is the table? Like, what type of table is it? What's the shape? Like, what's the material? What's the gender of the person? Um, what was the color of the ball? And it's like some people don't even visualize like any of that stuff. They just, and she was saying that she visualized like a sphere being rolled on the idea of like a plane, not even like imagining the person itself. And I was like, that's crazy to not have like a detailed visual representation of what's going on in your own head, which is, I don't know, I find that to be so, like, I can't imagine not being able to like be able to paint pictures in your head or like see something, like even picture a whole film. Like when I was a kid, I could like, memorize the entire movie to something, and like it just played in my head when I was bored or something. It's like, especially if it was a musical, it made it so much easier because music is so much easier to like remember words and stuff for me, because I don't know, I think that's the same for a lot of people, but being classically trained and stuff, you have a lot of background on like memorizing music. But it's like, it just, I find it so fascinating how different people are in that regard. Like, I can't imagine um not being able to visualize things that way. But at the same time, like, there's so many people who can like think about things in different ways from me, and they're so much more like intelligent in different ways than I will ever be able to like grasp. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh my god, give me the curve, you fucker. Hi, Andrew. Um. Oh my god. Oh, it does this. Interesting, interesting. Oh shit. I need to make this longer.
Hello, Rat Lord.
Uh, scale. Oh no, it ain't gonna work. I just gotta eyeball it. Yeah, we are balling. Maybe I'll add another subdivision here, just to like. Yeah, like describing how I might visualize something though, or like see something in my head is interesting, because it's like, how do you even describe what you're mentally processing when you're looking at something? And in ways, I kind of feel like it's like you can explain it to people, but will that even really teach them how to think that way? I don't know. Maybe it like will take a while to learn those skills. And hi Ryan, I think I saw you say hi as well. That looks quite bizarre, but no way. This is such a shitty way to do this. Yeah, I was like, I guess I've always been, almost always been surrounded by a lot of like artistic people. So I'm, it was just a surprise to think like, oh, some people don't think this way. My perception of the world continues to change. Bitch. Okay, let me catch up with messages. I know you guys probably had something to say about what I just said. I'll not rotate that. Throw that ass in a circle. Okay. That's so shitty. It's just like so poorly done. Don't model this way, guys. Yeah, you actually can. It doesn't really matter. Um, I'm just like blocking in the shape. Okay, shade smooth. Sure. Scream for me. Okay, sure. Ew. Oh, why is it so thick? What the freak? Oh, I was highlighting the wrong thing. Oh, now I feel silly. Oh, whatever. That'll be fine. So this is supposed to be gonna be a game asset, I guess, or like I'm gonna model it within the gaming pipeline or whatever. So some of these things will become less topo heavy. Like, for example, I'll probably make this a cylinder, maybe, and then bake that shit. Oh, well, in fact. Ugh. Ugh. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It look like shit. Ugh. Why? It's just because those feet are so unfinished. Hey, but you know what? At least we got some shapes there. It's not supposed to be perfect. I just block out. Okay. You have to communicate. Yeah, it's tough. Not Arca. Oh, you're not. You're not Arca. She presses R3 and uses equal vision. What do you mean? You see the polygons? Yes. That is just how it be. I'm not gonna make this super, super high poly. Change management must be wild on art assets, but what about the art itself? Do you guys discuss polygon counts if it was hiring as an artist for my game? What kind of information would you want to know before starting my artwork? And I mean technical things rather than visual things. Okay, so my tech artists always tell me that if somebody looks for like poly count, then they're probably like a decade behind on when they started. Like they should go back to 2003. That's what he said. I was like, that's funny. Yeah, of course, polycount is going to have some impacts. You're not going to want to load in like a asset that has like a billion polys or whatever and expect it to be able to move properly. Your polycount, like that kind of stuff, might be pretty important for like it depends on animation and stuff for the game as well. Like you're gonna want to have enough polys for like proper deformation and stuff like that. But what he always says is that like triangle and we're talking about tries because it's a game. When you import a thing into an engine, it's going to triangulate, right? So, what matters more is like the try size, not the try quantity. And also, like, what has more impact is like textures and numbers of them. Because if your computer is having to do a lot of draw calls, then if that's what's going to slow down performance in a game. So it's like what he describes to me on is like uh so if this is a triangle, like well if this is a pixel, this is what he says to me. This is a pixel and there's a triangle here, like a bunch of small triangles here. It only takes like one draw call to do that. But if the triangle is like really long, like this, then it'll do two, I think, draw calls. And that is not okay. That's not good. Boo. That's a thumbs down. I don't know. That doesn't really look like a fist. Boo. So we don't want that. Like, so that's why, like, if you have like a circle, this is ick if you put it in an engine. What you'd rather do is have like one big triangle and then maybe like, and it's like optimizing it for you in the computer, right? So when it comes to like all the pixels and stuff, like you're trying to isolate these triangles into the smallest part ever rather than like a bunch of them like constantly going through. So it's like this will pretty much be like just one versus like now you have like 12 if you do it that way. Like that kind of stuff. That is my understanding. Um so your textures are more of the thing and then like your try count is more not your try like triangle size. It is like you want to have your larger triangles in the same place and the smaller triangles more in the same place for the sake of like draw calls and stuff. And also just depends because every single situation for the game that you're working on is going to be different. Like if you need to have like closed mesh versus not, or like if you want to have all your textures on one thing versus not, if you want to have the faces separate so you can do like custom light maps and all that other stuff, or not. How many LODs are you going to have that also adjust like affect the model, like the characters in Marvel Rivals, like you'll have the main screen games and the Overwatch too. You have the main screen game characters, which are going to be probably a hot one higher LOD at least, with like higher quality, and then you'll have the game version that you're playing with, which will have probably lower res, maybe lower poly count, so it's like less for the computer to have to deal with stuff like that. But I don't know about Overwatch, but I'm pretty sure that's what they do with the other thing, Marvel Rivals. Whenever I'm getting to know someone, the first thing I always need to know is their poly count. Outdated. Low pixel. It's about breaking things down to their finest parts, building something new from it. I had a dream the other day, things that I was in a cafeteria with my high school friends, and like I saw a couple of my friends sitting like a table behind me, and I did like this to like visualize myself crushing one of my friends, and then all of the people at the lunch tables like pointed at me and they're like, "Boo, go home, loser." And then yeah, it was awful. It was a terrible dream. And then I went to the lunch line and like everything was ice cream. And I was like, this is what am I supposed to eat? It's all ice cream. And then I saw a guy like take his hand, scoop it into the ice cream, like grab it like that. And I was like, oh my god, this is so unsanitary. What kind of place am I in? Also, Squeaky, if you're here, I had a dream last night. It was like, there's a lot of shit going on. But in part of it, I was in like a dungeon of sorts, like a cave dungeon place. And apparently, and this was like from my own personal perspective, and apparently it was like, you had like a seed that you used to spawn this place, and you were playing like hardcore mode, and I was like, okay, cool. So I'm just like, I'll just spectate. So I went to like my brain settings to go like, okay, I'll swipe through and make sure I'm just like spectating. And there's like a giant troll monster there, and I was like, oh my god, I can't figure out how to spectate. I'm in here for real. And then the guy woke up and started chasing me around, and it was awful. Pitter Pixel and Cheers. Thanks for following. Edward, thanks for following. My cow is what? Frog, thanks for following. I can molecularly break down the cow into its bloodstream. What's crazy is my CG supervisor in Dune can't, but he's the smartest person you know. Can't like visualize a 3D thing that you can like spin around in your head. That's kind of crazy. Um I just can't imagine not being able to do that. Me when I visualize suplexing a giraffe. I found okay, so what is that thing called? Um I learned about it because I watched a Charlie video. Moist critical. Wait, no. Maybe I should just like Google it. Look at my like search history videos. Full Nelson. I didn't know what that was. He was talking about a guy who was like, I was not in a full Nelson. I was not. And I had to look it up and I was like, oh, I've seen this before where you like do that behind the person's neck. And I was like, oh, okay, I know. I know now. I don't even know I brought that up. Somehow my brain got to that. Look, she just doesn't even have fingers on the other hand. Handless beast. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's a weird one. Can you rotate your own head in your mind? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Like, if I could just like visualize myself like this going, meow. I watched an episode of Wizards of Waverly Place as a kid, and they had this spell called Cranium Revolvus, and they would spin their heads around. I met somebody who said that she basically is a librarian in her head who describes things to her, but she can't actually see them actually. Interesting. Is that aphantasia? Might have been. Some people don't have internal dialogue. That's crazy. Yeah, it's interesting how we all are so different. Anyone who isn't like me sucks. Inferior. Um, I think it's called spatial abilities. My significant other can truly see all details while I see it as a concept only. However, I can manipulate it easily in my head and describe in great detail how it looks, but I can't see it. Yeah, I know. Isn't that fascinating? How differently we all think? But it's like it aids us in doing different jobs, and maybe we might be like have more natural inclination towards other things. Coca-Cola, thank you for following. You see it differently in your mind compared to your eyes. That's so interesting because I see it all the same, like visually and in my head. Like it's all the same. So, like, not being attached to those, like the idea of what's visual must be so I don't know, just very unique. Or just, it's like experience I cannot imagine. As I said, my other sees in her mind what she sees with her eyes. See with your wait, what is it? You see with your eyes, see with your mind. Something something gorillas music. You don't see with your eyes, you perceive with your mind. Wait, no, open your mind. It's not what. Never mind. Okay. When I first heard this phenomenon, I was mind blown because I can't imagine not being able to seeing my imagination in high definition. Yeah. I guess it's fascinating how we're all different. Hello, Erlen. I paused my music immediately. I saw that. How are you doing? Oh, Erlen, you won't believe what Happy Pie had to eat the other day. I think personally everyone can, but just need to practice with common objects. I don't know. Who knows? I guess like some things are more naturally like people are more naturally attuned to one thing than the other, or and like why force anyone to learn practice things in a different way? Ugh, this looks. I'm curious about how this will convert to mesh. File export VX. Shoes and things. Okay. Let me switch back to this and give her some fucking shoes. Import. I don't know, I should probably keep working. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I meant. I was like, it's probably gonna look weird because the mesh is strange. I'm probably gonna have to do this differently. Because that's not right. I might have to do it differently, I don't know. Merge visible, sure. Sure. And perfect. And now for the final touch. Wait. Yep. Now she has pants. Everything's great. That makes it look weird. Okay, give me a second. Let me read through messages. Continue to read through messages. Thank you for the music. I hope your day's been going well. Erlen. You can visualize, but you just can never put what you want into reality. Aw. Yeah, I feel that. It's so frustrating when you can like see it in your head, but then like the skill to actually make it physically is something that takes a while to figure out. Oh my god. Okay, I saved my file. Give me a second. Reading. I was told this is where the cool people are. Your supervisor also can't visualize. J Tesk. Thank you for following. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind. It works for other stuff too. Like I can play songs in my head and are accurate. Yeah, you know what I find so interesting when people don't have like they can't memorize lyrics to a song either. I'm like, what? I know some people who are like, I just can't memorize it. This is where the cool people are? Yeah, maybe. This dream is where all the sexy people are. Bro, I cannot keep up with these bangers you're throwing today. I don't even know what I'm playing. Oh, I'm just playing Spotify Spotify made me a rock mix. If you look at the aphantasia graph, where would you say that you're at? I feel like I'm between moderately realistic and dim and vague. I don't know if there's. Okay, let me see. There's an aphantasia graph. Are you talking about like the apple? I'm like, I'm like a one. If we're talking about like, we're talking about this. Like when someone says visualize an apple, what do you see? Like you can think about an apple. You don't see anything. You see like the outline of an apple or like a sphere. There's like a gray apple. Then there's color. Then there's like detail. I'm definitely this. Like I can't imagine not being able to visualize that. Like I can just see my hand holding an apple like this. Or is there like text? Perfectly clear and vivid as normal vision. I feel like that's what I have. Like I can just see it. I feel like you just see it. I wouldn't mind going back to 2003. Oh God. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I think about that often. Like, oh, if I could go back in time to when I was, like an infant, but still retain all my memory and skill, what would happen? The ick rat just said was our Berliner ick. What does that mean? Amaudio. Okay, wait. Ella, let me follow you so I can check out your stream. If you stream, I hope you stream. Interesting. We had this talk in another stream. What takes more processing power? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's like a common conversation to have amongst artists and creatives, developers. Is this Blender or ZBrush? I was in Blender, but now I'm in ZBrush. OMG, I love Blenders. Oh yeah, I'm definitely in Blender now. Um, uh, Amaldia, thank you for following. Does someone know if the concept art is from Garam, is some manga or something? I don't. Oh, I think it's just an OC. This is just an OC that they made. You're the only one of the people Charlie mentioned not knowing what it was. Yeah, I didn't know what it was, and I felt really bad. He was like, "How do you not know what this is?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I feel attacked." Clint, yeah. I know what you're talking about. When I was referring that song, I was joshing. I struggle a lot with art, all kinds. I have no issue coding most things, so it's logical creativity required for designing systems and code. Fine for creating for art. No. Yeah. But I think that's what's so special about people and also working in teams. Is like the ability to work together and make things that you wouldn't be able to on your own. See with perceive with your mind. You can see, yeah. Um, I know some people can visualize things, but some people can see the details of an object in their head. Some it's just dark or vague image of it. Yeah, I learned that many neurotypical brains think differently because it's hard to imagine what done looks like. Like many people might envision the completed project and work backwards from there. Yeah. That's kind of how I would picture. Like I see my finished product, and then like you work backwards. Well, not work backwards, but it's like okay, no, I'll deconstruct this and then figure out how to. I break things down to their finest parts, and then I build something new from it. So when you visualize, you see it in front of your PC screen or just in your head. As my visual thought. Wait. As my visual thoughts are in my head and separate from what I see with my eyes. Like I can see in my head what I want to make, or like I can see in my head what I'm thinking about, and then I have like the ability to look at what I'm making and compare. I guess. The question he provides for me as a guide, you can see. Yeah. I would. I know. Yeah, I was just I was joking. But yes, that was the gorilla's line. I was hoping that someone would actually pick up on it. Um, I don't get a headache, so it's hard to imagine what that feels like. I could I could assist you in experiencing a headache for the first time. 2D photo of an apple in my mind. Yeah, an apple in your eye. Occasionally, when you either are about to just wake up or just are about to fall asleep, you can truly see my in my mind like if it's a movie. That's one time I can see my mind like with my eyes and still be awake. Dude, oh my god, yeah. This is not something that's intentional, but when I'm really, really, really tired and it's like, if I'm at a sleepover or something, like friends, um, and I'm talking to people, but I'm super tired, I'll like start falling asleep and then start talking as if I'm like interacting with things in my dream. Like I'll be dreaming and also awake at the same time. So then I'll start talking I'll be talking to the person and then my brain just kind of like fades slowly to the dream and I start talking like I'm in the dream and then they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I'll wake up for half a second. I'm like, "Oh my god, I was dreaming. I'm sorry." I know it's different, but I don't know if that's one. I feel like it's a one. I feel like sometimes I'm at a zero. Oh, for the chart, yeah. 2020 vision. I definitely do not have 2020 vision. You have to think about adding color. Interesting. I just don't. I wouldn't visualize things in gray. Oh, it's okay, I'm audio. Don't worry. Michelangelo, who said that they saw the statue in marble and all they did was set it free. Oh wow, that's so poetic. I think that was Squidward who said that, isn't it? Simulated in real space. Yeah, that's part I struggle with. Any sort I might be able to visualize the output, but I can't reproduce it. That's just a skill issue. I think that like visual like developing your eye is very important. And like that's it's I think talent in a way. I want to call it talent, but like a natural more like inclined to be able to or what would you call it? And more of an innate skill to be able to visualize these things. I think that's harder to teach, but then like the skill itself is like being able to execute it. Because no one's born with like any sort of skill, anyways. But I think the ability to visualize is more of like an innate thing. While as like a technical skill is something that might be more easily developed, I think. Um, but they're all different skills and there's always going to be like more natural inclination in any varying form towards a certain thing. um Come to conclusion that I can see scenarios I want to see and spin them around, but they're dim with very faint colors. Have you guys seen like the whole using AI to like connect to your brain in a way? I think I saw. I wasn't sure. I don't remember if I can find this article. I have no idea if it's real or not. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But I saw this thing. It was like people were scanning, like reading people's like brain waves or something, and they would look at an image on a screen and visual, and like while they were looking at it, like AI, quote unquote AI or whatever, was using what they were receiving in the brain and like producing an image based off of what they like the person had going on in their head, and the image that would appear and the image that was being shown to the person was pretty similar. So people were like, oh, we could use this tech eventually to maybe like represent what people are seeing in their dreams, which is pretty cool. But I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. Then said he's not a painter. Yeah, Michelangelo always said that he was more of a sculptor. I've only been I've been told I talk in my sleep, not just mumbling, but full conversation. Really? Whoa. Depending on the dream, I know I'd be so worried about what I'd say. My one of my former coworkers told me when we were on like an offsite together, like we shared a room, and she said that at night I said good boy. She was like, "You called me a good boy in your sleep, Taylor," and I was like, "There's no way. You gotta be lying. You've gotta be lying to me." She's like, "No, why would I lie, Taylor?" And I was like, "No way. Oh my God, no way. The brain rot." Train the model to understand what kind of brain activation results and what kind of things the person is seeing or thinking about. Yeah. Talk to animals soon. Oh, no, it was an awkward morning. She's really cool. She's like my age pretty much. Um, and not just that, like it's not like my age is the would be like an indicator of what people are and aren't okay with. But I'm sure she thought it was funny. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to add. What I need to do is actually like look at. Actually, I'll just ask you guys because I don't know enough about Japanese shit to know. Okay, is that a? This is a spoon, right? What are these like wooden things here? Are these just like sticks and it's attached from one end to the other? What do they do? Do you really run? Uh, only towards victims. Chopsticks? Chopsticks, yeah. Sure. Those would be very big chopsticks. I don't care what material it's made of. I want to know what it is. Yeah, it's in the middle of the sleeping bag. It's rolled up. Lay down her back. Can we see? I'm not working on it right now. It was a piece that I was working on when I was kind of like in a down, not feeling that great. And I don't really like working on pieces that I have like this is like it's a song. A song. What am I fucking talking about? I just can't listen to music and talk at the same time. So the piece was kind of like I'm not feeling like very happy today. I wanted to work on this. So if I wasn't feeling that happy when I was working on it and I was supposed to like be putting kind of those emotions into it, I don't really want to work on that when I'm kind of like feeling a lot better. So I'm putting it all away for the time being until I'm having like a bad day and I want to work on it by myself. Out of her bowl hat? Really? Ah, okay. Well, if they are chopsticks, then I'll just make them long sticks. That's kind of cool. Well, my apologies for scoffing. Oh shit! I didn't even realize. This is so nice. I didn't realize that there were more images. Damn, this is so useful. Wait, no, I don't think those are. I don't think those were chopsticks on her back. Because those are tiny. This is massive. I have no idea what those are. Oh, that's interesting. And they like go, this goes up. Her hat is a bowl. I mean, any hat is technically a bowl, you could argue. Okay, I've been talking to y'all for far too long. I need to get work done. Oh, it's a personal project called Anima. Hmm. I wonder what the project is. It's cute though. I'm excited to be modeling a thing based off of it. It's cute.
Hello, Rat Lord.
Whoa, but there's like this here. Inconsistencies. Oh, wait, what does the back of her shirt look like? Oh, it's wait, no, no. Oh, I guess it just tucks into the thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. But this is like the more recent version of it. Is this? So maybe I base it off of the full render, not the sketch. Hmm. Yeah, whatever. The whole thing doesn't matter. I'm just gonna model them like long sticks and do one more rope at the other end. It'll be fine. See, this is like a spiral rope, but then this is a full braid. Making my job harder. You know what's interesting though? I'm pretty sure like Kiriko's clothing from Overwatch is oh shit, no way. Oh man, that's a bummer. I just looked at my blend file. It looks like I saved the thing that I wanted to save as curves as a mesh for like her waist thing. Oh well, I'll just have to redo it, which is not a big deal, but like, damn. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I did. Shucks. Oh well. It happens. What the fuck? Whoa. Okay, well this is very useful to have that other image set of images as a reference. It very much changes something, because now I can see her hat is like attached there. And not just what I thought it would be, but like based off of this render, I was like, what's going on here? You were made for love, me. Hmm. Ugh. Ugh. I guess we gotta keep it. Yeah, they wouldn't make her all boobied up like that. Go away. Look at those deltoids. My god. This would be easier to tweak when it's isolated. Okay. I know I did find an earlier rendition of the main concept you're referring to. If you want, we can link it to. Yeah, yeah, sure. After I become DM and D&D and had to wait. After I became a DM and D&D and had to start creating campaign, I feel like that the images slash imagination around it have gotten more upscaled now. Now, if that is something that actually happened or if it's my mind just gaslighting me, I don't know. It's probably you like having improved on all of that. I mean, I have some friends who are DMs and stuff, and they say that just like because of they also practice, they like have taken classes on dungeon building and stuff. Um is this a song? Did we listen to this back and forth? Oh, it was okay, it was definitely a cover. Um but yeah, it's like you're practicing those creative skills. So and I think that when especially when it comes to creativity, yes, you a lot of it does come from your imagination, but I think it's all built around existing things that you're like drawing from. And that's why like what concept artists I think have a really good understanding of, you know, whatever subject they're developing, whether it's people, and knowing understanding history, understanding materials, understanding all that kind of stuff, because it all goes hand in hand. Um, so I think that it is a skill that can very easily you can easily consider to be like developed skill because you are probably doing research on like different subjects and stuff and like the what are they called the like different races and like um of characters in D&D or like whatever occupations that they might have or the environment that they live in, and because of that environment that like dictates um like maybe what type of spirit creature that they might be, you know what I mean, like or um you know, like those things all have an influence on one another, and like what resources that you might have access to. So I think that is something to think about. Do you think memory is linked to visualization skill? uh I don't know, probably, but human memory is also very flawed, so as good as we think our memory can be, our memory is also pretty shite. But I just mean like in person, like if you're recalling an event from something you saw, like if you're recalling something for the police. That's so cute. She has like a little hair thingy. It's interesting that like I guess because the way her shoulders are, the fabric can do that. This needs to be like relatively taut. Here you go. Second slide. Second slide. Oh, slide. Wait, what? Oh, they aren't there. They add them later. Is that what you're saying? It's a different concept. Interesting. You hear these silent gifts. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely hear the silent gif. GIF, whatever you want to call it. Nick, thanks for following. Very much linked with our senses, so it's more of entry connection. Mm. Memory has the easier, so more entry connection. Memory has the easier it is to retrieve it. Like flashbulb memory, trauma. Oh my god, is that my hand? Oh my god. When did we make that, Ryan? When did Ryan make that? Ah, cool. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Ratlord fact? Oh, do you have a question specifically that you have in mind, or are you gonna make me come up with one? Oh my god! Her titties are folding over the bowl. This artist is crazy. Maybe I need to fill this girl out. I also do I really want to make her suit like one full piece, or do I want to separate the shorts at the top, because there technically is a thing in the middle. Isn't there like a tool that you can use with ZBrush that'll select your shit? Like if you do the border, then you can like select the border, and you can like it'll fill everything. I don't know where that is. I feel like I saw it. Like I saw an artist do that. I was like, holy shit. Um, ugh. Chat, what is this? Would you guys be surprised if it came out on the news that I was arrested for murder? Even though I was like on the news going like, guys, it wasn't me. I was framed. Would you guys believe me? Or would you be like, damn, I can't believe Ratlord killed somebody? Or would you be like, well, I knew it. She's an absolute freak. Like this definitely needs to be a good bit wider, but I will widen it later. Hmm. Someone's ringing the doorbell. I'll be right back. There are people here to do our internet stuff, and I didn't know about that. Gotta be on the lookout for people who are going to enter the home. Hello? Hello? All right, putting in. What is the question you had? Putting in like the Ratlord fact you wanted. I got swatting, yeah. Yeah, I'd have my minions do it, right? A task force to save me. Yeah, way to trigger the memory. I know what you mean. What's your favorite one or something? About food, my favorite food? I don't really have a favorite food. It's kind of interesting. I don't think I really have much of a favorite of a lot of things, like any one specific thing. I think it's very difficult to say like this is my favorite of all time. But I really do like my favorite fish is probably salmon, but it's probably because I just don't eat a lot of other kinds of fish. But I love salmon. This fabric is very thin. Okay, some of this lead hidden, mask, masking, brush smooth. All the seafood for you. I don't know if I want a bunch of different types of seafood, but I do really like salmon. Okay, let's keep this old version. Ew, what the fuck? What is its deal? That topology is grotesque. How is this so asymmetrical? What the freak? Y'all to get current song. Oh, it's Rain by Sleep Token. Why does it want to do that? Disgusting. Where the fuck is my stylus? It's right in front of me. Oh my god. Who the hell did this? Oh, ew. I gotta get the doorbell. I'll be right back. Well, I'm having to deal with some like taking care of some stuff at the apartment. I'll be back in a little bit. It'll be just a couple minutes. Um, Different wavelength we can't comprehend. What do you mean? I don't remember what are we talking about. The girl? Salmon. Yeah, salmon is delicious. Have you seen the show Sweet Pea? It's about an innocent girl goes on a revenge killing everyone that wronged her. She became quite addicted to it, but she thought she had her reasons. It was interesting with her school bully. I have not seen it before. It sounds interesting though. Sweet Pea mentioned. I'll have to check it out at some point. Um, I'll be right back. I also need to get more water. Yay, I'm back. I have water and I have a yogurt stick. Oh shit. I'm missing one of the best songs ever. Yeah. It's like a tube of yogurt. Are you on the floor? Mm-hmm. My bed's also on the floor, but I prop it up for pull. Mm. This Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Oh my god, what Suspicious Minds is on this playlist? What the fuck? When they're playing. I'm just gonna queue up some songs I want to listen to. Mm, 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 mm. Race car bed? Yeah, maybe I should get one of those. Uh, I'm so back. No, I can't have yours. Several beds? Why do you have multiple beds? Hmm. The mood? Oh my god, this song I'm about to play next. I just I've had it stuck in my head for a while now because of Lethal Company mods. Oh, Mulan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit's fire. Oh, no cap, yeah. For real, no cap. Is my PC permanently on the ground or can I move it? I used hot glue to like adhere it to the floor, so no, I can't put it anywhere else anymore. Um, but at least it won't fall anywhere. Like it won't go anywhere. Original Disney Mulan. Yeah, we don't talk about the remake. Yeah, I don't have like a standing desk or anything. My desk is I bought like a slab of wood and some table legs and screwed them together. Hot glue the dust to the floor. Yes, everything in my room has been glued down. Yeah, I was gonna say the premise for lying for Mufasa, I think would be interesting. Like the idea of like them at a young age. Like it's similar IP, but it's a story that hasn't been told yet. So I think that that would had a lot of promise, but I've been told that it's meh. But I think people just have really high expectations for because of Lion King and already think that it's going to be bad because of the remake. Shit, Death of Peace of Mind. Oh my god, did that say sexy? Can I? I will 100% play that. Oh yeah, it is one of those cat treat tubes. Gloomy. LOL. Apart from Toy Story, they don't need tend to overstay their welcome. New IP most of the time. Yeah, and I think what's the movie called? The one that Inside Out 2 did a pretty good job. People apparently didn't care as much for Elemental, but I think it's because they marketed it in a way that like people it like didn't meet people's expectations because it like they marketed it in a way that it wouldn't have because everyone thought it was going to be very different going in. Sure, I want to move some shit around, but hmm. Why? You were so good before. Why you look like that? Grr. I'm gonna have to manually redo the topology myself. Because this is ass. For now, it'll do. I'll just add the thing on here. I'd imagine this needs to be pretty thin. Hmm. Maybe. Okay, looks like I gotta click on that again. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sorry if the music is a little intense. Why the fuck? That's so annoying. Just fucking do this. Oh my god. Just be rings! Just be rings! Making me use other tools. What? Cringe. If I turn it around, oh my god, and it's like that, kill me. What the heck? Oh, there's always a problem. What the freak? Whatever, I'll keep it like this. It doesn't matter. Even though that's more polys than I want. Whee! You know what this just means is that AI is never gonna fully take my job as a poly modeler, or AI is never gonna fully take my job. I'm at least gonna be able to tweak their work. Because holy shit, it's, this is like it's never gonna be perfect. Apparently, you can separate in poly groups. What do you mean? What am I separating? I don't know if I even. Hmm. I don't care about perfection. I care that it just isn't shit. No, that's kind of the important part. Separate in polygroups and zero. I don't know what that means. Are you talking about separate the loops? Like, I don't know what you mean by separate and polygroups. Like, so what am I separating specifically? Pentars, thanks for following. APM, thanks for following. The hair, thanks. I love Blackout. It's cool finding all these other references. I didn't know that there were more of them, so that's definitely very useful. I don't like the shapes that I've created. It's pretty gross looking. Paunchy, thanks for following. Separate and polygroups. Yeah, I just used the Zero Mesher guide, but like, I feel like it shouldn't have been that much effort in the first place. I don't know where my stylus is. Oh my god, I feel like I put my stylus down and then I lose it like 90% of the time. Where's my stylus? I know, I was just like frantically searching. And my hair, there's no way. Behind the ear, yeah, like more pressure for my headphones to Crush my poor little brain. Her ass might be a little too low. Oh my god, kill me. Oh god. Those are a little too short. The name of the song? Uh, it's actually a song from the game I'm working on. Um, it's called Revolution. Um, yeah, one of my coworkers wrote it. You kind of like to work saw on the floor seemed to just what? It seemed just now as a low pluff you were on. Did I miss it? Yeah, I sat on the floor at my apartment. There was no reason for me to really buy like a standing desk or anything. But I have a standing desk at work, which is nice. And can I play the beta? Actually, Happy Pie, I need to send you something if you're curious. Yeah, the music is so good. Let me get you a link to something. I was born curious. I'm just copy pasting a message to you, by the way. I'm sorry. Mark isn't red. Happy Pie. Yeah, if only I could sit on the floor at work. Reaper vibes, thanks for following. Pew, 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 pew. Oh yeah, this song is so good. You guys like the Carpenters? My creative director and I like to swap music. And he showed me this song, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love the Carpenters." I kind of like grew up with listening to them because of my parents. Wait, am I gonna get like that kind of shit across the back instead of like crease like that? I don't know. And look at this material. also don't want like that kind of detail as much as like bolder, like one main shape, just because of the style of this. So this doesn't exist. And what the fweek? What the frick? Oh, haha, okay. Oh man. Make some adjustments later so it looks more like skin tight, I guess, on certain parts. But for now, I'm not doing that. Kind of contemplating more volume here. Ugh, I'll fix it later, but I think that's okay for now. What does Sigma? Being productive? Yeah, I spent too much time talking to you guys earlier. So now I'm gonna fully ignore you. You guys can enjoy the music. Don't really know if that's the best way to go about it, but it's funny. I was looking at some skins for Marvel Rivals, and it's kind of crazy how like detailed some things can look, but then it's just like a flat plane. But it's because they've gone crazy with the texturing and stuff, and maybe like the folds and stuff were baked in, but it's like literally just a flat plane, which is pretty cool. Why are you why are you upset? Hmm. Hi, Rat Lord. How are you? I'm okay. I'm shazamming this so hard. Oh, you got jump scared by whom? How? What did I say? Ignore us harder. Oh no. Okay, okay. I lock in. Would be nice, of course. Yeah, but I'd have to do all that stuff setting up it. I have not set that up. Because of the bangers. Oh, was my voice really loud? Okay. I can turn the music up. Is that better? Oh no, no, no. I'm good. Okay, I'll mute my music then. No. Throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. And this is probably one of the most popular songs by them, but it's so fucking good. I don't know why I didn't do just like that. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Needs to be over a good bit. It seems her shorts are actually really, really short. Okay, let's like use my fucking stylus for a change. Okay. My Instagram feed has slowly been turning into like traditional sculpture and like sculpture of old masters and stuff, which is pretty cool. It's not entirely brain rot anymore. I can add more variation on my own. But like, damn, they made her like so long. Okay, I get to choose things because I don't go 100% off a concept. Why not? The music video? Wait for what? Rat Lord karaoke? You don't want that. Oh, the music video for Dreams? Really? I haven't seen it since yesterday. Since yesterday, all we had was a spear. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Lockout always seems so fast and impressive, but then you actually have to like start detailing shit, and I was like, oh, this actually is taking time. This is actually taking a lot of time. Perm. These are her clear pants. Transparent pants. I don't know how I'm gonna. I'm curious about how I want to render out this stuff. Like how I want to do the transparent pants as like a game ready asset. Hmm. Maybe should have made this a little bit lower poly, lower res rather. Song name. There you go. Yeah, Massive Attack is so good. Oh god, I need to make. You probably need to make this much larger. better match the concept. Put a little bit more volume in the bag. So you can get that like stripe with the yellow there. Oh, it just needs to go up a good bit here. What time is it? 5:20? Oh my god, it's so early. I'm getting hungry. Oh. Top Snake, thanks for following. You already asked me for the name of the song? Yeah. I know I mentioned it before because people are asking about it because it's a good song. Oh my god, I yawned. My eyes were watering. Ugh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Hmm. There's a little rope there. Nothing. That spoon. Oh. Then I have her whole arm. I'm looking at this and going like, oh my god, I know all the things I need to do, and I have all the things I need to work on, but I'm like, I want a mini break. I want to like eat food and get on a call with my friends. I don't know. I might end my stream and then keep working later. And I'm gonna appear with like the sculpt done. Just kidding. That's not gonna happen. But I think my stream battery is like gone. What you gotta do? Oh man, remember when I used to stream for like 9 hours? What happened to her? Yeah, this is still an early block out, so it's like I know all these cool things that I get to do and work on, but I'm like, I'm so sleepy. god, I wanna eat. Cheesed to meet you. Okay. Professional with a real job. Gross. Hmm. Okay, let me see who's live, because I am a bit eepy. And I'd like to find somebody to raid. It's also so dark in my room. My hair and my clothing look like black. Thanks for hanging out for the time that I was here, though, guys. Sorry, I just physically am tired. I don't know if I can keep. Wait, no. I have to be strong, and I must go on. Otherwise, my mind will snap. I don't know if that's the exact lyric. My mind will snap into my life. He says, wait. I've got to be strong and try to hang on, or else my mind may well snap, and my life will be lived for the thrills. For the thrills. It's beyond me. Okay, mommy. Old age? Ugh, ugh. Don't mention that ever again. We're gonna get banned. Just kidding. I look forward to becoming old and wise. I'm gonna be a cool old lady, I promise. It's my life. Already cool. It's not about being cool, it's about being a wise old lady. And I can't fully embody the title of wise until I'm like ancient and gray and I look like a giant dark blob with a face. Purse candies? Oh yeah, I have like ginger chews. Okay, I'm finding someone to raid. I'm giving you listen. Hmm. We're gonna raid the nice lady over there. She's a painter. Please go give her a follow. Just watch her stream because she's great. Um, Thanks for being here, guys. I'm sorry I didn't have like enough stamina to stay streaming, and I don't even stream on the weekdays, man. I'm just like tired and working on my own. Genuinely, my social battery is just like nothing. It doesn't exist anymore. Um, but happy February, everybody. Hold on, let's see. Let me look at my calendar real quick. I have 2 more weekends of streaming, and then after that, I'm gonna be traveling. Um, and I'll be out of town for like 2 weekends, and then the next weekend I'm going to be hosting some friends. So I will do my best to stream. Maybe I'll stream from my laptop or something. We'll figure it out. But I don't want to like not be able to work on this project, so maybe I'll see about like getting everything on my laptop and then streaming on my laptop, so I don't lose my mind not being able to do fun personal artwork. Um, but yeah, the majority, like the end of February and early March, I will be busy. I'll try my best to stream. Yeah, like all this travel is coming up and people are coming up. Like March, a lot of stuff going on. What is that? That effect is so cool. Wow, that's so pretty. Okay, thank you. That's very attractive colors. I like colors. What the? Um, but yeah, I will do my best. And like March birthday, April more travel, May more travel. Oh, my sister's coming. Well, I don't know. I gotta go. Bye bye.